Assalamu alaikum sisters. So it's been 3 years since I have been wearing the hijab, and I thought that I would share a few things that I have learned along the way. I know that for me, when I first started wearing the hijab, coming from a place where I didn't know absolutely nothing about Islam or nothing about the hijab, it was helpful when I saw videos of other sisters speaking about their journey, speaking about the things they have learned. So now that I have been, I wouldn't say experienced hijabi wearer, but now that I have been wearing the hijab for a while, I thought that I would share some tips that I hope will be very beneficial for you, inshallah. So the first thing that I would say is the most important is your intention, and that I could really just say that you should be sincere in your intention of wearing the hijab. You should clarify your intention to yourself. You should ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to purify your intention for you, and to help you to just have the most sincere desire to wear the hijab for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because if your intention is anything other than Allah, if you place your desire to wear the hijab because you want to maybe please somebody else, or your husband or your friends or the people around you, all of those are going to fail you eventually, and that is going to cause a problem with you wearing the hijab. So the first thing is your intention. Why are you doing it? And to have this sincere intention, you need to develop a love for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And you need to develop the understanding that everything that He has sent to you, or everything that is happening to you, or everything that you are feeling right now is His decree, and it's what's best for you. So everything that is the rules and regulations of Islam, these are all going to be good for you. So the moment you develop that, the moment you internalize that, then your intention becomes more sincere. Your intention becomes clear that you are doing this because you want to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and nobody else. So the second thing that I will share with you that I have learned in my hijab journey is do not put a lot of importance on the people that you are following, on the people that influence you. If you have found somebody that wears the hijab and that is a believer and that you feel is a good inspiration for you, that is perfectly fine. But do not think that that person is your sole inspiration, that whatever they do you will follow. And it's not even that whatever you do they will follow. Maybe to yourself you think, no, I will not follow everything that they do. But once you develop an admiration for somebody, for another sister, especially in the deen, sometimes their actions can influence you in a way that you cannot really feel. But it is something that happened to me when I had some sisters that I was following, and I thought that their hijab was so pretty, it was so modest, they were inspiring me to improve my hijab. But then there comes a point that they might change, they might have a crisis in iman, they might have a problem with their deen, and that is going to affect them. And they might say things that do not go, that are not right within Islam, but maybe they are going through something. And if you place if you let them inspire you to a certain point, it might affect you. So if you see that somebody that you admire or somebody that influences you, they do something that doesn't agree with what you feel is right within Islam, just be very aware to not fall into that yourself. Because it is very, very easy, especially with social media, when you see so many people doing so many different things, so many different kinds of hijab styles, so many different kinds of makeup styles. Things are added, things are removed. It's very easy to get carried away, and then because you have this image all the time, like in front of you on your phone, when you want to do something, you will try to imitate whatever you have been watching, whatever you have been exposed to. So just be very careful with the people that you are choosing to enter your heart and inspire your heart. Yes, there are many sisters that are very inspirational, and I follow a lot of them, and I respect them a lot, and I love them for the sake of Allah. But I know that some people might influence me in the wrong way, and I have learned to unfollow these people, to not give them space in my mind or in my heart, because it is much better for me to just avoid that, so that I don't find myself one day in the same position or doing things that I thought I was not going to do. So that is the second tip that I will share with you, is just you can have sisters who inspire you, you can have sisters who influence you, but just be very careful, because our guide and our model should be the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his companions and his wives, and the things that they did, not the things that we are doing because they were the best of people to live. So we should use them as our guide, and not we should just use them as the best guide. The third tip that I'm going to share is that if you have purified your intention, if you're clear on why you want to wear the hijab, and you have found some sisters who motivate you, who inspire you, then you can go ahead and start experimenting and start trying on things, and start just seeing how you like it, how you feel when you put the scarf on. And I'm speaking from personal experience, because this is pretty much how I came into wearing the hijab. I wanted my intention to be that I'm wearing it for the sake of Allah, and together with that I was just researching and seeing pictures and realizing that there are so many different kinds of hijab styles. So I wanted to try and experiment and see which one I like the most. And I think that this is a part that it can be a bit personal and sometimes even conflicting if you are in an environment that people actually know that you're going through this transition. And that is the part where your intention comes in. If your intention is clear, then it doesn't matter really what other people have to say about you trying the scarf this way, or maybe starting to wear looser outfits, not wearing a lot of cleavage. Or if you are somebody that is already wearing modest clothes and you want to start wearing the scarf, when your intention is clear, it really doesn't matter if somebody else is attacking you or making you feel bad, because you're making this decision. And it is very hard to stay strong in these situations, but the outcome of it, if you're able to be patient, if you're able to just stay strong in your decision, then after that comes the ease and the peacefulness and the beautiful feeling that is wearing hijab. Another thing is that when you start wearing the hijab, and when you have found a style that suits you, you know that your intention is you're wearing it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it is still not going to prevent you from having ups and downs. Just like our iman is going to go high and low, maybe your desire to wear hijab is also going to change once in a while, and that is completely normal. Sometimes we do need a little bit more motivation. Maybe we're feeling not so comfortable in our hijab, but if you just reaffirm your intention, and if you just strengthen the love that you have for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you can really push through those lows, and you can just come out feeling even better about wearing your hijab and about the modesty that Islam wants to give us like a gift. It's really a gift to embrace modesty and to just try to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in a way that is so beneficial for us. It's a personal experience, it's a personal feeling, but I think that being modest is something that really develops your iman, and it's truly a gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So don't forget that there are going to be highs and there are going to be lows when you are wearing the hijab. But the most important thing to remember is that as long as your intention is to wear it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, those lows are very easy to overcome. If you find the right support group, if you really just ask Allah to strengthen your heart and to make it easy for you, it is going to happen. So I hope that you like these tips. I hope that they were beneficial for you. I thank you so much for watching, and I wish you all the best in this world and in the next. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.